this, but we live already.
I mean, you can just minimize the Streamlabs screen so that it's not like a infinity wall.
Yeah, I know. I'm trying to see like what I want to do type shit. Cause if I'm on like Chrome, am I still gonna be able to see the chat? Is the chat able to see me? I mean, I'm not able to see the chat from here. I can switch back. Okay, hold on.
I think there's like one of those things that you can put on there for your.
Oh, this is what it looks like. Okay. How clear is the
It's pretty clear. It looks good over here.
Alexis said peace. Peace to you as well, bro. Appreciate you tuning in, bro. We doing some testing.
Audio, you mean?
What?
You said how clear was the audio?
No, how clear is like the visual?
This looks right.
Okay, it looks.
There's like an infinity wall because you're like.
Cause I'm on the thing, yeah. Hold on, let me figure out where to go. Cause I ain't really trying to show people my templates.
But I think on Streamlabs you can put like a chat box.
You said a chat box?
Yeah, it's like one of the boxes that you can add to the screen and like have it inside Streamlabs.
Right, I see what you're saying. So in sources.
I believe we saw it in sources. Can I just look at it? Alert box, I think it's that.
Okay. Source. There's 3 people in this motherfucker. I mean, you one of them, but who's the other one? Well, let me see. Yeah, nah, that didn't really work. Unless I gotta like, y'all gotta bear with me because I don't know what I'm doing here yet. I mean, the alert box is obviously for alerts, like if somebody like subscribes or something like that, apparently. So yeah, we exploring this algorithm, this stuff, y'all. Hold on. I'm trying to figure out what all this shit is about. How can I put the chat like?
Yeah,
what's
like
the feature?
plugin. Saying Streamlabs chat overlay plugin.
That's what the feature's called?
Yeah, or a chat box.
Okay.
So click the tab chat. Click the chat tab. Click the 3 dots in the top right corner on the chat panel and select pop-out mode.
Wait, what's the mode?
Pop-out mode.
How you do that again?
The chat, click the chat tab. Get out, bro. Okay.
Yeah, I have no clue what you
Well,
do.
we can just do it like this, Parker. Let's just.
Okay, testing. Good. Additional settings. That makes sense. Appreciate that. I'm thinking. I'm thinking. This is so different from like the usual like algorithm I be used to. Ah, yeah. Let's see. How would that sound? Is it gonna like bounce off the microphone?
No. Yeah, sounds pretty good.
Okay.
Something is echoing though.
Yeah, it's because I have the sound on right here. That's my fault.
Oh, maybe just X that out.
Yeah, I took it off just now.
Yeah, you don't need that page at all.
I know. I'm trying to look at something though. Yeah, hold on. Cause it looks blurry right here for me. How did y'all even see that consciousness stuff? Okay. Hmm?
You said it looks blurry where?
No, it just looks a little bit blurry. Like in general, like certain parts, but it's cool. So this is something I wanted to show individuals. I don't know how much can y'all see this. Let me see. Are the letters clear?
If you zoom in, it will be, because it looks clear. It's far away.
Zooming in.
Yeah, the dots up there.
Okay. Right here. How about now?
Yeah, that looks a lot better. You can go more.
I'm trying to see how it looks on my side. Y'all give me a second. I'm looking at it through the iPad. Okay, so this is where we at. Am I tweaking? So I'm gonna just present this concept to the collective right quick as just the first. This probably gonna be like the first clip that I'm gonna cut out from this live, just to show people, or just to like put out there. Okay, I don't know how many individuals are watching, but that's fine. Let's break down consciousness, right? So this is an excerpt from the Ascension Glossary, as y'all can see. Well, y'all probably can't see that because of the, but if I move it to the side, y'all can probably see it, the Ascension Glossary right here. Now, to speak about consciousness, right? Or this is what they got going on regarding consciousness. I don't know how much of this I'm gonna read as I am live right now, so let's just begin. So consciousness, right? It is a natural biological process for all human beings to have the ability to evolve and to expand consciousness, which increases levels of sentience. What is consciousness? Consciousness is energy and energy is conscious. They are both interchangeable. All energies intelligent. Our soul and monadic spiritual body is consciousness and therefore intelligent energy. Everything has an energetic structure and is composed of spectrums of frequency. Y'all can see the different frequencies right there, right? The different colors produced by the different dimensional frequencies per se. So once again, everything has an energetic signature and is composed of spectrums of frequency arranged in form holding blueprints called morphogenetic fields. So the Ascension Glossary, y'all, is lit. I ain't gonna lie. Like, they got like a whole glossary of ascensional information in here. So yeah, that's the best way to describe that. Morphogenetic fields is something, I'm not sure if we're gonna go into that today, but I've spoken about this a lot on my TikTok lives, and whenever I do my readings and services, this is something that we introduce individuals to. So a morphogenetic field is a form holding blueprint that stores information for how that form of consciousness will manifest. Morphogenetic fields are comprised by templates of conscious light and sound, which served as the blueprints on which matter and conscious identity manifest, is most likely what they're going to say. Let's see. Wait, why y'all not letting me go in here? Yeah, then manifest. I was correct. So yeah, I'm going to go back to consciousness though, because we not at the morphogenetic field yet. So conscious frequency, right? Consciousness is frequency. Like we said before, everything is frequency, right? Energy is consciousness, and it either contracts or expands to maintain or increase its frequency rate. The process of how fast or slow energy contracts back towards its center point of source field is the vibration. The process of how fast or slow that same energy expands away from the center point of the source field is the oscillation rate. It's like I told y'all before, right? I'm gonna just finish reading it. The combination of both the pattern of vibration, contraction, and oscillation, expansion, speed, is what determines the frequency rate of all energy and things. As our personal, collective, and planetary consciousness raises frequency, the matter world, including our physical bodies, also becomes less dense as our frequency increases. Right? The higher your frequency goes, the lighter you become. And I feel like I don't need to break this down because it's self-explanatory, right? Vibration is the contraction, the rate of contraction of energy. Where is it at? The rate. Or the process. They say the process, right? Makes up the vibration rate. So the process of how fast or slow energy contracts back to its center point of source field is the vibration rate. The process of how fast or slow it expands, right, is talking about the oscillation rate, and these two combined make up what frequency is. And everything, all things in existence, right, have a frequency rate. That's what they're saying. So now to move on. Consciousness energy. Law of vibration. Interesting. Consciousness energy consists of and is interconnected, providing a distinct vibratory pattern, and is immediately transmitted and received with no concept of wow. Okay, this is very interesting. This is pretty deep. I ain't gonna lie. So I'm gonna reread that for y'all niggas in the back that are probably not present on the live now today. Y'all probably get to see this shit later if you're lucky. You better hope you're lucky. But anyways, Consciousness energy consists of and is interconnected, providing a distinct vibratory pattern and is immediately transmitted and received, with no concept of space or time when released into the universe. See keywords. With no concept of space or time when released into the universe, right? So what that means is you have access to literally like all the frequency that has ever been released into the multi-cosmos right now. And the concept of space and time is null and void if you understand what's being said here. Because everything is interconnected, right? So things are not happening like in the past or are gonna happen in the future. Like shit is everything happened now. So right now we're existing within the now, which is the infinite now, which is all happening now. But it can be confusing if you don't understand what's being said. But once you can see the universal structure, right? The 15 dimensional universal structure, and you understand. Hold on, do I have like, I want to show y'all the 15 dimensional universal structure right quick. I remember taking some of those pictures actually. Where it at? Okay, here it is. See, I got the receipts for you niggas. Y'all better be, the niggas better be grateful. Shout out to Christos Avatar, man. See, it went into his page. Shout out to bro. He was the one that made that. But, where it at? Okay, it's right here. To zoom in, let me open this. Okay. Let's go. So, hold on. I don't know how clear y'all can see this stuff. It looks kind of blurry, like on my side. It's cool. Y'all can see it though. Right? You got dimension 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Going all the way up to the 15th dimension. The primal light fields. Right? So now what I was gonna say is like all the dimensions are interconnected, right? And energy comes from the higher levels, the primal sound fields, the Kunda ray. The Kunda ray is what it's called, right? The ascended master levels is what says right here. Y'all can't really see it. I wish I'm gonna get a clearer picture for y'all, but you know, for now this is gonna have to do. And then this right here, y'all see the phantom anomaly. This is the pit, hell, right? This is Hades, nigga. And then you got the anti-particle universe, right? Which is the counterpart to this universe that we are existing in. We're in the particle universe. So this is universal science we're talking about. This is based upon the Emerald teachings. And this is very, very thorough information. So we're gonna go back to consciousness, right? But yeah, I'll discuss the 15 dimensional universal time matrix on a later date. Now, to go back, consciousness energy consists of and is interconnected, providing a distinct vibratory pattern and is immediately transmitted and received. Immediately, keywords, immediately transmitted and received, which means these codes of consciousness already exist within your DNA, right? And grand risings to, you know, I don't know who that was, but yeah, shout out to you, bro. We're reading an excerpt on consciousness within the Ascension Glossary. Now, you know, I'm a little focused, y'all, and I appreciate if y'all share the live. You feel me? Share the live, share the stream with anybody who y'all know will be interested in this information. Hold on, let me go back to the chat. What I just do here? Alright. Patience. Alright. Because this is my first time doing this, right? I've been trying to figure out how to do this. Like, because it's like my energy be different. So I gotta like adjust to certain things. So I'm adjusting. Now to continue, we was right here, but I'm gonna just reread everything again. The where this paragraph right here. So consciousness energy consists of and is interconnected, providing a distinct vibratory pattern, and is immediately transmitted and received with no concept of space or time when released into the universe. Shay, I broke that down for y'all, so feel me, no questions. Consciousness vibration is not limited to time and space. Ashe. Vast amounts of qualities of vibrational frequency exist as an ever present consciousness layer that exists in the entire universe. Ashe. That's amazing. I remember when I read this, bro, this shit was activating the fuck out of me. But yeah, I was, bro, this real shit right here. Powerful information, not gonna lie. Everything in our universe, to the rate of that vibration falls below or rises above a certain intensity, it becomes immeasurable or invisible to the basic human senses. Oof. See, that's key right there. That's key right there. So I'm gonna read that again. Everything in our universe consists of layers of or invisible. Hold on, I'm bugging. I just jumped a whole line. Everything in our universe consists of layers of vibrational frequency. If the rate of that vibration falls below or rises above a certain intensity, it becomes immeasurable or invisible to the basic human senses, right? So like by basic human senses, they're talking about like sight, hearing, smelling, tasting, and touch, right? The basic keyword, basic, right? So yeah, this is why we can't see the higher realms, or we can't feel the higher realms until we raise our frequency to that level, right? So just like I was showing y'all the universal time matrix, and how there's like, damn, let me go back to that, right? Just to show y'all oh, it's right here. So just how we were showing y'all the universal time matrix, right? And you see dimension 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, color red, orange, and yellow, right? So basically these dimensions represent your DNA strands, and the more access that you gain to your chakra systems, the more that you raise the frequency within your chakra systems, you raise the frequency within your DNA strands, which gives you more access to the overall consciousness that is you, that is the universe, that is the infinite, that is everything. We are all the infinite self. And this right here is a master lecture. I ain't gonna lie, I'm the grandmaster teacher in this bitch. That's how I feel it, because it's like I'm breaking this shit down perfectly for the niggas in the back. You feel me? It's perfect. I mean, think about that. I didn't even pre-plan this bitch. This straight off the dome, nigga. Oh, what the fuck? That's fire. You multiplied the fuck out of that. High five. Nah. I thought we only had like one spliff left, y'all. She rolled 3 of them shits. She rolled 3. We got 3 left. Nigga, not. Stop playing, bro. Hold on, bro. See, I feel my energy flowing now. My shit flowing. I'm getting used to this. Let's see. I'm tapping in, bro. Cause I'm so used to TikTok, bro. Just going live on TikTok and shit. that is kind of like, this shit right here felt foreign. I'm like, what the fuck do I do here? Like, what do I do here? But I'm getting the hang of it. When I post these clips, y'all, these gonna be masterful clips. Real shit. Um, but like I said before, share the stream, y'all. Share the fucking stream. You hear me? I'm also on Twitch right now, so if you have yet to follow my Twitch, go follow my Twitch, bro. But yeah, let's continue. So everything in our universe consists of layers of vibrational frequency. If the rate of that vibration falls below or rises above a certain intensity, it becomes immeasurable or invisible to the basic human senses. I was gonna say basic senses because my mind like naturally like erased the word human from there, because everything is sense, and so the human itself is a sense manifested, and that's a deeper code that they're not talking about. But y'all know I'm the grandmaster, so I know. But anyways, this means it is beyond the capacity of the basic senses, such as frequency rates outside of the visible light spectrum. Once again, such as frequency rates outside of the visible light spectrum. So the 4th, 5th, 6th, 7th, 8th dimension you can't see right now because is your senses cannot perceive that. Like, your frequency is not at that level. Now, if your frequency is at that level, then you know, like, how you see these things and how they come to you, or how, you just be able to perceive the realms in different ways, and you will know that they're there, even though you can't so-called see them with your physical senses, or with your physical eyes, so-called physical eyes. But yeah, that's something about, we're gonna talk about that another day. And alright, because they're saying like physical eyes in quotation mark, because it's like everything is frequency, like they told you just now. Everything is vibration. So are your eyes really physical? Are you a physical being for real? I mean, we are material, but what we trying to say is like, the way that they teach us solids exist, like, we don't actually exist in that form. So yeah, that's what I'm trying to say. We exist as frequency and vibration, like they said. Now, this means is beyond the capacity of the 5 basic senses, such as frequency rates outside of the visible light spectrum. That doesn't mean that vibration or frequency doesn't exist, because you cannot sense it, right? So to those of you out there that think extraterrestrials are not real, you think angels are not real, you think demons are not real, because you can't sense them, right? That doesn't mean vibration or frequency doesn't exist because you cannot sense it, bro. You feel me? So, the first thing that is important to understand is that all that exists, whether seen or unseen, broken down into its simplest and most basic form of energy, which consists of a rate of vibration, oscillation, and then a rate of frequency. Right, so all that, once again, it's important to understand that all that exists, whether seen or unseen, broken into its simplest and most basic form of energy. It consists of rates of vibration and oscillation, like they said. So everything just consists of frequency, is what they want y'all to understand, right? That's basically what they're trying to say. Appreciate the people in here, by the way. Shout out to y'all. Y'all are like my very first like viewers, nigga, ever, when it comes to here. So yeah, this is my first time doing this. So let's see, what else do I want to show y'all here? So developing consciousness in ascensional studies. Do I want to talk about this right now? Because we did read like these two. Let's see. Because this is a good concept, right? Everybody that has yet to read this, y'all should go read this on your own time. This is once again the Ascension Glossary. I just threw you an alley-oop, you feel me? Alley. Hope you dunk it. I hope you dunk that shit, bruh. Or make it a smooth finish. You get what I'm trying to say. Thank you, by the way.
It's getting like some sort of like echo, but it's like almost like your voice is just like amplified, like grand. Like I don't know how to explain it.
Interesting.
They said to fix that is usually like turning on the audio on the speaker, but we don't have playback on the speaker. That's why I'm kind of confused. Like you're not playing your live stream on there.
Right.
So it's like it wouldn't be picking up anywhere else. It has to be something with an input-output situation. So just for next time you go live, we'll like troubleshoot that. But it sounds great.
Okay.
Everybody can hear you, so that's good.
That's good. Okay. Is there anybody watching me from Twitch though? Let me see.
Me.
You watching from Twitch? Gratitude. Angelina, shout out to you. Appreciate the love. Ambu's in here. Ambu, what's going on, bro? Shout out to y'all. Shout out to the Indigos, man. Shout out to the tribe. I hope y'all having a blissful experience. Welcome to the Source Infinity stream. I don't know how, like, yeah, if y'all just got here. Ambu, I don't know if you just got here, my brother. But yeah, we was breaking down consciousness right quick. And I think I'm gonna read this for y'all. Just for more content within itself. Cause we gonna have to get used to just being on here, you feel me? Cause we transferring from that TikTok shit. TikTok is canceled. I'm canceling TikTok. I'm just letting y'all niggas know. Cause TikTok be tripping, man. I ain't gonna lie, them niggas be tripping. Niggas be restricting us, doing all this extra weird shit. Like we ain't fucking with y'all. You said been here for a minute. Heard. So you musta catch when I was reading like these aspects right here. So we're gonna go into developing consciousness in ascension study. Cause the information within the Ascension Glossary is very valuable information. You know, we're gonna also read Voyagers as well. Cause that read is gonna be lit. So, yeah, I think I'm gonna just make a session, like a section, where we're all reading, y'all. Where I'm gonna be reading to the collective. So I'm gonna choose a few excerpts to just read to the collective. And we're gonna study this shit together, you feel me? But yeah, let's get it. So, developing consciousness in ascension study. When we say ascension and we are moving forward in terms of developing consciousness, in actuality what we are doing is connecting to our spiritual energetic intelligence and then integrating that intelligence by descending our divinity into our physical bodies. So actually, the ascension is a descension of our spiritual energetic bodies. Ooh, that's hot. I ain't gonna lie, that's fire. Nigga, what? Nigga, what? Y'all heard what they just said, right? In actuality, right? what we are doing is connecting to our spiritual energetic intelligence and then integrating that intelligence by descending our divinity into our physical bodies. Ashe. So actually the ascension is a descension of our spiritual energetic bodies, which is almost in reverse of what we actually think it means, right? So we are ascending in our consciousness, but we but we actually are descending that intelligent energy, what could be described as our divinity, into the physical vehicle. You feel me? So right now I'm seeing a vision, right? And to break down the vision that I'm seeing, it's like you have higher self behind you, right? Or just all over. Like you are infinite intelligence, you are infinite consciousness. And as you're born here as a child, you start like picking up on this, or you start growing. And as you grow, you start unlocking more of that infinity, right? And the more that you grow, the more that you're able to like take in. So it's like the more that your receptors grow, or just like you grow in general, your consciousness, because that's what you are, you're gonna gain access to that divinity, that divine aspect of yourself, that spiritual energetic intelligence that they're talking about. And what I was showing y'all to be like your higher bodies, right? Like if we go back to this shit right here, your oversoul self is existing in dimension 7, 8, and 9. Your soul self chakras is like we're downloading. That's why people say downloads. Or we can also say unlocking, activating, right? Same thing. You're unlocking these levels of consciousness. So each dimension is a different level of consciousness, right? So as you like work on your chakras individually, you gain more access to these different levels of the chakra that you're working on. Or it depends what you work on. It depends what intent you place. You feel me? So yeah, that was a quick light code. And in relation to what we were just reading. So let's continue. So our actual goal in ascension stages is to, with our intention and consent, to participate and connect with higher and more refined vibrating aspects of ourself. So when we think of our soul, our monad, oversoul, and these aspects of spiritual energetic identity, this is where the understanding of cosmology of dimensions and dimensional frequency spectrum are brought into conscious awareness. When we understand the color wave spectrum of each dimension and use our chakras as a foundational model that helps us to understand what the 7 primary chakras function actually are, we can start with those 7 dimensions, of which there is a plane of reality that we as a soul intelligence exist upon, or have an aspect of our God self. So I'm gonna read that again, right? Because this is very valuable stuff that people have to really think about. And I was thinking like this is how I started as well, just how they're talking about here. Because I read this before, but that doesn't mean I remember what I read exactly. Like, so this is kind of like so-called new to me, because I forgot a lot of it, but I only retain certain aspects as I was developing as well. So my consciousness only like held on to everything, but not in the forms in which they describe it here. So the more you study it, the better you can integrate the information. Now, what I was gonna say is the 7 primary chakras, right? That's where we started in a way. Like once I worked on those aspects of myself, like I was meditating every day on my different chakras, like 1 through 7, right? I used to do meditations every day on each chakra. Kind of like Rashad Jamal was teaching the collective, right? When he was doing like the chakra meditations and stuff like that. So we will meditate every day on the different chakras. until it got to a point where I, right, Jacob Garcia, like I could hear my higher selves, like Source Infinity, like very easily. Like I could, it's like we were integrated and I didn't even know it. Like it was like unlocking like my higher spiritual consciousness and then being able to like talk to them, like because they were just there. So it was kind of like at that point, the only way that I could block myself is through fear. And then when there's other like entities, right, like fallen angelics that attempt to tamper with our channels and stuff like that. But you know, last year and about like few years ago, but especially last year, this stuff became very evident to me. It became very like, and when I say evident, I mean like, you know, evidence is when you have facts and like proof about what reality actually is. So, you know, life became very evident to me. So I started seeing the evidence of everything, right? I started being able to see reality within itself, therefore becoming like the scientific instrument that is studying reality, right? So it's kind of like scientists use instruments to study reality. Like I became the ultimate like instrument of study because the human body, Salu, um, because the human body or just our avatars are literally like highly advanced technology. So once I understood those things, it was kind of like, hold on, I don't need nothing but myself. Literally, I got everything that I need. Like everything that we need is already, we already have it within our coding. So, you know, it's kind of like what they said, like all the information, where is it? When they say it's transmitted immediately, right? Where's the specific sentence that I'm looking for? But when they said all the information like is transmitted immediately, transmitted and received immediately without the concept of space and time, right? It's kind of like you already have everything you need, bro. You already have everything you are, right? Without the concept of space and time because you're interconnected to everything. Now, the only way that you wouldn't be able to perceive these things is if you have blockages. And that's why the Ascension Matrix offers cleanses, right? Like our cleanses is one of the primordial services that we offer to individuals because it's not that people don't know who they are, it's that some are blocked. Like even some who know who they are still can't access the full levels of their consciousness yet because of certain blockages that they may have. So I, Source Infinity, am here to assist with that. And notice how I said Source Infinity. Jacob Garcia obviously is the same as Source, but Source Infinity, as I explained today, is a different aspect. It's a different level. You can consider it my soul or my monad oversoul and even my avatar, right? But yeah, we are the everythingness, Ashe. So, yeah, that was a good message. Okay. That was pretty good. That was pretty good. Sit on that one, I motherfuckers gotta eat that. Gotta eat that one. You feel me? Nah, I'm flowing, y'all. Like this shit is flowing. But I was picking up on some like crown chakra energy as I was talking about this. And I wonder where this crown chakra frequency is coming from. So yeah, I'm meditating to uncover where this crown chakra frequency is coming from. Hold on. Or we're cleansing the energy within itself, Ashe. So yeah, we doing some cleanses right now, y'all. I don't know who's in tune with these cleanses. Hold on, let me switch here real quick. And you say your third eye activated, that's lit. Yeah, you can spark that though, man. But yeah, the good thing about these streams is that they're already going to be saved, right? And posted. Okay. Cause now I was thinking like we could react to some Ashana Dean. Yeah, we gonna watch some Ashana Dean, y'all. You know, Ashana Dean is the goat. She's one of the goats, like greatest of all times. I ain't gonna lie. Super informational being. She's literally the goddess of wisdom within itself, the goddess of knowledge within itself. Shout out to her. And let's see, what do we want to watch? Which aspect of Ashana Dean's like? I'm trying to think, y'all. Cause you know I'm not about to use all my energy just straight up reading either. Cause I was already feeling that shit. But let's see, man. What?
So I think that's smart, like an excerpt that they're reading.
Mm-hmm.
We'll see if everybody's not coming to like
Right. Cause we got like what 4 people in here, and
just 3 people on Twitch.
okay on Twitch. Okay. Share the videos, y'all. Share the stream. I mean, I'm tweaking. Nigga said the video. Fuck going on. But yeah, let's meditate right quick, y'all. We doing some crown chakra cleansing right now. And welcome to the Infinity Show. I know this shit says testing, and actually we about to switch the name, right? That's what. Hold on, where can I switch the name at? Cause I seen the feature earlier. I seen the feature earlier, right here. So we're gonna call this shit the Infinity Show. Shit. We could just put just chatting. Cool. Welcome to the Infinity Show, man. Shit, this is a newly exclusive energy show. We can call it that. Everything is energy, though, right? But this is an exclusive. This is the first one. Y'all better get used to this shit, man. Feel me? Y'all better get used to this shit. You dig what I'm saying? Somebody said, you Matrix hacker. I'm definitely that. I don't be hacking it though. I create the Matrix, you see? We are the Matrix within itself, therefore, like, we don't have to hack it because it's like, it's the Matrix is your mind, bro. You know, now the Phantom Matrix is Phantom Hell, like we were showing y'all yesterday, right? This is the Phantom Matrix. So these are the parts of you that fell from this original universe and created this shit. The demons, the gods of hell created the pit, right? They created the Phantom Matrix. We are the original gods. We exist within the, well, I'm not gonna lie, Earth got pulled into this bitch. So y'all are actually existing in a portion of the Phantom Matrix. And some of you have, like, y'all are connected to y'all souls. So that's why you able to, like, create heaven and, like, we helping ascend this planet back to its original state of being, right? But we did get pulled into hell, basically. And that's why there's so much, like, fuckery going on. That's why so much fucked up stuff happening on this planet. So if we being real, those are the reasons, you know, some of the reasons why. If not the main reason. Shout out to Chantra Seva, by the way. Chantra Seva be lit. She be putting out some lit ass codes. But yeah, I'm picking up on some like crown chakra energy right now. Let's see, let's clear these energies, y'all. We clearing out these crown chakra, some crown chakra blockages is what I'm hearing. some activations too. Somebody said they didn't think y'all be able to feel my frequency, this, or I be able to sense. It's the same thing though, cause it's like we interconnected, you know, through the mind. So it don't even matter whether I'm on TikTok or where I'm at. Like my abilities don't miss. If you watching me, like we can pick up on that. Like I can pick up on everybody frequency for real, regardless of where they watching me from. Like they could be looking at a picture of me, like, and when I say a picture, not even through the phone, like they could be looking at a like picture that they printed out, or be thinking of me. They could just be visualizing me in their minds, and I know that that shit is happening. Now, obviously, like I don't pay attention to everything that's happening. Like we shut down the things that are not helpful to us. So if something's being projected my way that is not supposed to be, I'm gonna shut that shit down. But yeah, that's how it works. Because different gods are creating different things based upon what they're projecting, right? We're all creating. So it's like what you think about is an aspect of what you're creating, or an aspect of what you're co-creating with. So you don't even have to create the thought within itself, right? But like you don't have to create the thought within itself, but you simply like being interconnected to it, you being able to hear it, right, makes you a co-creator with that thought. Now that gives you access to like alter it if you want to change it. Oh. But yeah, let me hit this spliff, y'all.
They said that you like invisibility and where you live, and you can't like TikTok advice about like the laws that they do on like the platform. So it's like they're not gonna restrict you for if you're promoting.
Right, if I'm promoting, well, I'm not promoting nothing.
Exactly. So
The only thing I'm promoting is my Ascension Matrix services. Okay, I'm an entrepreneur. I'm a free agent. I'm a source god. So I'm not promoting nothing illegal, and everything that I do is legal. Okay, so let's not. Right now, I'm in state infinity. Alright. So niggas don't even gotta worry about what state I'm in. Real shit. Yeah, you enjoy your day as well, bro. Shout out to you. Appreciate you tuning in, Ambu. We actually about to like meditate ourselves, so you know you could like join us in our meditation and shit. But yeah, that's the same energy though I'm on right now. Finally, like I can smoke on camera though, because it's kind of like TikTok, right? If I was live on TikTok, I wouldn't even be able to do this right now, cause TikTok be dick sucking. TikTok is like app of dick suckers. I hope that, you feel me, that shit changes soon. But yeah, we meditating, y'all. Just letting y'all know we meditating a little bit. doing some light coding right now, y'all. Hold on. Because I'm cleansing my crown chakra because I'm sensing some crown chakra energy. Why did I just think about that lady? I just thought about a lady. I'm not even gonna say her name on this. You know. But this is a person that be keeping secrets, I hear. Like, let me just say it like this: most of your content, most of your conscious, like spiritual leaders, the ones that are like super influential, so to be perceived, right? The ones that have the most clout and the most views and shit like that. The reason why y'all don't see these people out here creating constructive criticism to elevate this planet, or like just revealing like new truths every day and speaking about what actually has to be spoken about, like psychic abilities, psychic techniques, right? Angels, angelic abilities, demons, all these different conversations that are supposed to be being had by literally like the whole collective, if we want this planet to succeed whatsoever, right? The reason why these people is hiding shit from y'all is because they only give a fuck about their self. Feel me? They only give a fuck about what you can give them and what you can offer them in exchange to what they're offering you. And you know, the Ascension Matrix, we operate based off equal energy exchange, but that doesn't stop us from actually putting out the truth and letting individuals know what it is that they have to know in order for them to ascend, right? A lot of y'all are choosing to be docile. A lot of y'all are choosing to be ignorant. And a lot of you are choosing to assist the ignorance within the planet by not speaking out your truth, by not actually going out there in the masses and letting them know everything that it is that you know, because you feel like it's not your job to set your reflections or your extensions straight. Like, these people are people that live with you. They live on the same planet as you. Feel me? They live on the same plane, the same dimension. They are you. They are one with you. So this is a message to all the conscious creators out there, all the conscious leaders out there, regardless of who you are, right? There was a few of them that popped up. Like, for example, Isis Wisdom. Not Rashad Jamal, because Rashad he's been doing his best based on what I hear. 19 Keys. Who was the other one? Dr. Umar, right? These are people that are put in place to be gatekeepers and to literally like siphon the energy out the collective, bruh. These are people that are high, so-called high lords and high witches and high warlocks and stuff like that, right? Especially the ones that call themselves gods and goddesses, right? And are not promoting oneness, are not actually promoting positivity. They're using their intelligence to confuse the masses and drive the masses down paths that are not even serving our ascension for real. You know, y'all think they talking about some conscious shit. Y'all think they intelligent. Y'all think they know shit that you don't. They probably know some stuff that you don't know, right? But that doesn't mean that these individuals are telling you the complete truth about what it is that they actually do know. So, we have to start paying attention for real to what these individuals is choosing to focus on and what they're actually saying to the masses and the collectives. Because I actually had these individuals are actually using black magic to hypnotize the collective. And these people that I spoke about, the individuals that I mentioned, they're only like pawns in this chess game being played by higher dimensional beings. They don't necessarily have to be pawns, right? Depending upon their soul and how much involvement they may have with this universal war, with this cosmic war that's happening. But a lot of them are not actually in tune as much as they would like you to believe that they're in tune. You feel me? They actually steal knowledge, they steal information, and they're tapping into other star seeds. They're actually trying to, like, all the fallen angels ever do is steal information from the guardians and the emerald teachings and then distort it and make it into their own dogmas and agendas. That's all they ever do. So, this is them just using the truth, manipulating the truth to their benefit, as they usually do. So now, what individuals have to do is focus on their self. What you have to do is focus on yourself. Stop giving your power to these entities. Stop giving your power to these energies, these people that are not actually serving you, bro. Like, we gotta actually starve these niggas out. The leeches, like, if you're not gonna go ahead and, like, purge them off the planet, feel me, eradicate them off the planet, get them off the planet, literally burn them off the planet, we gotta starve them. Feel me? Don't give them no energy. Don't give them no attention. No, none of your money, none of that, none of your likes, views. Don't even watch that shit. Everybody that you think is not benefiting the growth of the planet, don't even watch that shit. Don't even pay attention to them. Give them minimal energy, bro. Minimal resource. And I'm talking to all the gods, all the real gods, all the light gods, for real. Because y'all are the ones that run this shit. Feel me? The light gods. Yeah, I can make an individual video about that later. So, I'm really tapped in for real. I know what I'm talking about for real. And no, I don't have all of my memories yet to the levels in which I wish to have them. But the beings talking through me, nigga, they knows what Source Infinity talking about. It's never a time where it's like I've been being presented new knowledge and new information that I'd be like, feel me, like Jacob Garcia, I'll be like, bruh, hold on, I don't know what you talking about. So sometimes that can be scary to some of you, whereas though, like, it's new stuff being presented to you and you don't actually understand what's actually happening. So you have to listen to your higher self, bro. You gotta listen to your inner self. That's the only way you're gonna decode this information, bro. Because your higher self is gonna present to you the keys and the knowledge that it is that you need to know. It's doing it already. We're doing it already. Right? This live is literally us doing that. So for those of you that understand oneness, y'all know best what we're talking about. You feel me? Y'all know best who y'all are. So once again, shout out to all the star seeds out there. Shout out to all the indigo star seeds, all the Lyrans, all the Syrians, all all, it doesn't matter what race you from, Pleiadian, Anunnaki, it doesn't matter to me. As long as you trying to heal, bruh, and you trying to heal the planet, and you doing what's best to heal yourself and heal the planet, we cool, bruh. You feel me? That's all I'm gonna say. We cool. I'm not here to like wage war on nobody. I'm not here to create war for no purpose or matter. Like, war is not my intent whatsoever, but I will protect myself and I will defend myself if it comes to it. And in this planet, it has most definitely came to it. So I will do what it takes to eradicate you bitches off the planet if you don't belong on the planet. And that's what it's gonna be. You feel me? So I said what I said. It's gonna be what it's gonna be. So yeah, peace. That's how we end this message. And we're gonna crop this out and post it later. It's a beautiful message, I'm not gonna lie. It was cooking. Shout out to Source once again. Man, y'all gonna have to start sharing my lives, like I'm saying, like get the tribe in here, cause this is really gonna be the space for growth. This is really gonna be the space where we create a new society. Like, fuck time and space once again. Right? It ain't about time and space. We interconnected right now. So all we need to do is get the people on a path, bro. All we need to do is get more people in here, bro. Watch how much stronger we gonna get. Watch how much stronger. Watch how much faster the frequency's gonna start shifting on the planet. Just us doing what we doing right now. You feel me? Just chopping it up. Just having cosmic conversations. You feel me? Because I'm not here to harm nobody, like I said before. But yeah. Do I do live in-person meetings? Yes, I do. And yes, I do both of those. You can go to the Ascension Matrix, or actually the GetBakedOmniverse.org. You can find like the link. Where can they find the link? Hold on, let me just show you. I forgot I could just show you, right? So if you want to book a private service, right, you can go to or we can just type it right there, Get Baked Omniverse, shout out to them. Now you could go on the tab right here, the Ascension Matrix Psychic, right, the Ascension Matrix Psychic Academy. And then we have a list of our services right there. You can book the guided meditation right here, right? And the Lyco service, like if you want to have a personal etheric counseling session, you can book that right there. And we basically have these one-on-ones that we talking about. But yeah, appreciate you. Thank you for asking. Oh shit. Yeah, let me go back here. But that's how you find our services. Well, the in-person meetings, you're gonna have to pay extra, obviously. And things are gonna have to be accommodated for if I'm gonna have to travel or anything like that. So yeah, it depends on what you're interested and where you're located and the proposition that is offered. But let's meditate a little bit. Can I see the ladder? Oh, it's right. Shout out to Chantra 7. DNA activational services are online. We already updated this. Oh, I just got. Y'all seen the 111? It was. We seen like the 111 like live 1 hour and 11 minutes. That's what I was talking about. But let's see. I wanted to check something. And let me look at this chat. Twitch requires additional permission to send messages. Click here to grant permission. What do you mean, Twitch? Nah, I feel like y'all be doing too much. I keep it real. Them niggas be doing too much. We're already there. It doesn't even matter. I'll fix that later. Let's meditate a little bit before we end this stream. But yeah, we're getting close to the end, apparently. I'll probably do another stream later on, if not tomorrow. So y'all can be expecting that to those of you watching. But yeah. Okay. I'm about to go ahead. No problem. Gratitude for everybody that, you know, tunes into this stream whenever y'all see it. Peace and wholeness to y'all. I wish that y'all continue to have a beautiful experience. And it's been an hour and 12, 13 minutes since we've been on live. I feel like this was a good beginning or day one per se to our streaming career on, you know, these platforms like Twitch and YouTube. So it's gonna be really fun. I'm gonna do some promoting. I'm gonna be posting some of these clips, you know, as y'all see people doing shit like that. But yeah, that's unsaid. Peace and wholeness to everyone. Like I said before, gratitude for tuning in. And if you've yet to subscribe or follow, feel me, make sure to do that and hit the like button. Share the content with the individuals that you feel can resonate with this information. But yeah, if you missed the stream, then this is gonna be posted on YouTube and Twitch. So peace and wholeness to y'all.